Hey guys, first and foremost, awesome job getting through all of that information that we threw at you today. I know that it was a lot, but we really want to make sure to answer all of your questions so that if you do decide to coach, and we hope you do, you go into this feeling 100% comfortable and confident that you can figure out a way to make this work. We are going to be there with you every single step of the way, and that's the really cool thing about our team is that we all really do work together. But we want to make sure and have your questions answered. So if you've got any more questions, you can either reach out to the coach that invited you to this, or go ahead and post them below here and we will for sure get those answered for you. So I just wanted to close out this group and share with you a little bit more about me, my story, how I got started into coaching, and what it's done for my family. So for those that don't know me, my name is Shana Howell. I am the founder of Team Goal Crushers, and I've been coaching just over 2.5 years now. And I remember when I first started, I started as a challenger. I was not a coach. I had my son, I had an emergency C-section, I was back in the hospital with severe mastitis, and my best friend was getting married 5 months after I had my son. And I remember thinking to myself, I hated my wedding pictures. I was 30 pounds heavier at my wedding, and I look back at my wedding pictures and I just don't like them. And I didn't want to feel that way for my best friend's wedding. But I had a baby who literally cried the first 5 months of his life. I had no motivation to get up and get moving. I couldn't make myself get to the gym, let alone bring my screaming baby to the gym because I didn't have childcare for him. And I just kind of felt stuck. I wasn't sure what to do. And so I did what I always did, and I went to social media to vent. And Andy saw my post and reached out and said, I do these at-home workouts. I think it could be really great for you. And I decided, what do I have to lose? And I jumped into our group. I actually borrowed a program from a friend, and I did not do Shakeology because I couldn't afford it. And before my best friend's wedding, I lost almost all of my baby weight, and I was feeling great. I felt fantastic. I loved the community of women in this group. They were so supportive. They were struggling through a lot of the same things that I was struggling through. But we were all getting up and motivating each other and doing it every single day, and each one of us was seeing results, and it was just inspiring. It was such a great, positive community to be a part of. And so when I got back from my best friend's wedding, it was when my son was just about 6 months old. My husband and I sat down and we thought, there's no way that we can live off of one income. We have to get you back to work, you being me. And I didn't want to go back to work. I wanted to stay home with my son, which is not what I thought I would want to do. It was never my intention of being a stay-at-home mom. But after having a kid, a lot of you moms can attest, things change. And I didn't want to go back to work. So I needed to figure out something I could do to make money and be at home with my son. And that's when Andy brought up coaching with me. And I thought to myself, I don't have very many friends on social media. I don't post on social media. I have been the girl who has been heavier in the past, so who is going to take any kind of health advice from me? I still wasn't where I wanted to be health-wise. I had a lot of the same hesitations that maybe you have, but I decided listening to calls like this, listening to other trainings, listening to other women tell their stories that, they're just like me. There is no difference between that person and me except for the fact that she gave this business some time and she really put her best foot forward and she did it. And I thought to myself, why can't I do that too? So I decided to take a giant leap of faith. I put my challenge pack on a credit card. That's how broke we were. And I dove in. I needed this to work. Not only did I want to get healthier, but I needed this financially to work for me and my family because we were drowning. We were living off of borrowed money from my parents at that point. The medical bills for my C-section and my hospital stay for mastitis were coming in, and we just could not make ends meet. So I dove in head first and decided, okay, I've got to figure out how to do this. I dove into the trainings and the team page that we had, and you guys are going to have all of that as well, which is what's so awesome about this, is that you're not alone when you go into this. You've got a supportive community of people who, just like a challenge group, they want you to succeed in this business. So I started diving into those trainings and I started putting myself out there. I shared my journey. I shared what was working well for me. I shared the community that I loved, and I started working this business. And every single month from month one, I've been able to at least cover my own costs. But over the course of 2 years, I've grown this into something that has been completely life-changing for my family. And I know that that sounds cheesy, and I know some of you might be rolling your eyes thinking, how can it really be that life-changing? But one of the things that this business opportunity has done for me is allow my husband to take a job that he truly loves. And that to me is just absolutely amazing. When I first started, I needed to cover my own costs and make enough to pay some of our bills, which I did. But as I started to progress in this, as I started to grow my team, and it just kind of grew naturally by sharing what it was I was doing, one of my goals became getting my husband a job that he loved. I'm passionate about coaching. I love it. I wake up every morning excited to check in on my challenge groups and excited to do what I do because I truly do love what it is I do. But my husband didn't. He used to be in the military. He got out of the military and he took a job as a warehouse supervisor just so that we could make ends meet, and he hated it. And he always wanted to be a police officer, but being a police officer meant about $1,000 a month pay cut for us, which we could not afford at all whatsoever. So as I was coaching, I decided, you know what? I'm going to make enough that we can afford that pay cut, that he can become a police officer. And at the end of last year, he became an official police officer. He is currently working as a police officer. And to see how much that's changed our family dynamic is so worth every single fear being put aside. My husband loves what he does now. We both do. We have this passion in our lives. We have so much more flexibility in our schedule. When he is working his different shift work, I don't have to worry about calling in for vacation time. I don't have to worry about figuring out childcare because I'm at home. I make my own hours. I'm my own boss, and I can work around his schedule. And the best part is we're happier. We are so much happier than we were before because we love what it is that we're doing. We're healthier than we were before because it's part of my job to be healthy and to keep my family healthy. And I'm home every single day with my son, and I would not change that for the world. I will say this business has ups and downs. It's gonna take hard work. It's gonna take consistency. But anything you do in life is going to take hard work and consistency. And I would rather put in that hard work and consistency into something for me and for my family than for another company that's going to do something for somebody else in their dream. I'd rather work on my dream. And this has been able to give me that. It's been able to let my husband do what he loves. It's been able to let me stay home with my son. It's been able to let me travel. We've gone all over the place, either with my team. We've had many retreats. We go to Summit, like Andy mentioned, we're going to be heading off to New Orleans at the end of this year. But it's also let my family have that opportunity to travel because we can afford it now. And it's let me be able to be a part of the supportive community of people. The community in this has always been super important to me. I was brand new to Arizona when I started coaching. I didn't know anybody here. I didn't have very many friends here. And this has given me that supportive community of people, those group of friends that are really there for me through thick and thin. We're a team. This is a business, yes. But some of the girls on my team have become my best friends. They're people I talk to every day, not just about coaching, but about life. And that is truly, truly special. To absolutely love what you do is a pretty amazing thing. And I think that if you think this could be a great opportunity for you, it's worth giving it a shot. And I really hope that you do. So anyway, like I said, I hope that we answered a lot of your questions. If you've got anything else, post it below. And I hope to see you on the team page soon. Bye, guys.